I had read of a festival of life being called in Chicago, Illinois. I remembered that in the late 19th century, a governor of Illinois had refused to allow a major political party to hold its convention on the grounds that such a demonstration might incite riots and violence.
Within 3 hours after being inside that city, I had been maced and my camera had been smashed.
Having missed all the sweeping cultural changes of the 1960s in America, iconoclastic film director Nicholas Ray returned to his homeland at the end of the decade, determined not only to make an artistic statement about the zeitgeist, but to make himself relevant again. In his most fertile period, the late 40s to the late 50s, Ray's films took special interest in youth, rebellion, and outlaw lifestyles. It was not a gimmick, though. It came from genuine interest in and compassion for society's outcasts.
I believe you like the men folk, do you, Kichi?
They're as good as the women I've seen.
Did you ever want to leave this town, Kichi? I've got a lot of money now. Most girls like to go places.
Down there, I sell whiskey and cards. All you can buy up these stairs is a bullet in the head. Now, which do you want?
All right. What'd you come back here for?
'Cause I'd run away. Oh, I used to run away a lot, but they always took me back.
Who?
Mom and Dad.
After alienating the power brokers in Hollywood for so many years, Ray became an expatriate and took several directing jobs as a hired gun, including 2 Samuel Bronston epics shot in Spain. He suffered a heart attack during 55 days at Peking and had to be replaced. He was already known for his difficult reputation, and this combined with his illness to make him essentially unemployable as a director for the rest of his life.
This is the federal court building. On trial were men like Jerry Rubin, Lenny Davis, John Freund.
We heard that Fred Hampton had been murdered in one of the most shameful ambushes ever perpetrated on any group of people in the United States. The confrontation had been too tough.
Most people began to disappear. What really made me wonder was, where is everybody?
Hey, schmuck! What made you think of growing a beard?
Watching the turmoil of 1968 unfold, Ray was galvanized to recover his drive. In a changed America, Ray discovered that he'd missed a complete revolution in filmmaking as well. Not only the influence of the new wave and the collapse of the studio system, but cinema verite, as well as the avant-garde works of the underground. Instead of feeling threatened by the new experimentalism, Ray was fascinated by it and began developing his own ideas. In 1971, Ray took a teaching position at Harper College and immediately recruited his film students into becoming a type of filmmaking commune at a farm he purchased nearby. Ostensibly, the project would give them hands-on training on all aspects of production. But meanwhile, the troupe of amateurs would also be his cast and crew for the new film that he would direct. While continuing to battle his personal demons, including his severe alcoholism, Ray was hypnotized by the futuristic possibilities presented by the fledgling video medium. In addition to a variety of standard film stocks, he also made use of a video synthesizer belonging to the college. His new film would also include a largely electronic score to complement the video imagery.
My name is Tom Farrell.
Titled We Can't Go Home Again, the film's story blurred fiction and reality, with Ray and his students playing versions of themselves. Sometimes the situations were orchestrated, and sometimes they were all too real.
I want my mother. I want you to help me.
I want to help you. How can I?
You don't.
Sure
You don't
I
want to
do.
help me. No one wants to help me.
Well, how the hell can I help you? I'll do it if I can.
I don't know.
Everybody, stop moving around.
While Ray's original intent was to show young people involved in protests and passionate political discourse, society was changing by the time the shooting took place, and the film ended up chronicling the come down after the excitement of the 60s, with the students now struggling to decide whether to accept some social expectations, keep fighting, or adapt to the reality that the counterculture had collapsed before achieving utopia. The resulting film portrays these students' personal issues as they try to please their mentor, while also chasing their artistic and professional goals.
And the Sphinx hadn't talked for 4,000 years. Hey, Sphinx, would you open your mouth and tell me one single thing that I can tell man that will help and guide him through his life? For the first time in 5,000 years, the Sphinx opened her mouth and said, don't expect too much. Don't expect too much from a teacher. Why'd you do that?
Just wanted to see if you were blind in that eye.
Much, but not all of the film is presented in a collage format, with several different sized images projected onto a movie screen, which was then caught on film. As he put it, Ray wanted to explode the constrictive confines of the rectangular frame.
Together.
Because when you put the I want in front of the to do and put a because after the to do, you will have given any actor that you may be working with the foundation in a method of work and a common language for you to understand throughout the making of the film. It's an area I think that we ought to get into.
Ray couldn't possibly have imagined a commercial success resulting from this project, but he kept asking for money from real producers anyway. He was consumed with the desire to fine-tune the film, transporting it in cans and editing it wherever he could as he traveled the country after leaving Harper. He screened it at Cannes in 1973 to baffled response. Ultimately, most of his former students felt let down by the experience.
Oh, shit, there's enough light out there. I'll get it. What?
You think he's gonna kill himself? What do you say something like that for?
First dead man I saw was hanging from a raft in a barn.
If a sin was committed on Ray's part, it wasn't thinking that cinema could be surpassed. His war against the rectangle failed, after all, since his assorted images are still contained in one big frame. But to his credit, he was a true artist who threw caution to the wind as he tried to show the world that the man who had once directed legends like Humphrey Bogart, Joan Crawford, and James Dean could also make a challenging and groundbreaking art film with an amateur crew. In that, he succeeded, as the film is all at once unsettling, disorienting, affected, cynical, boldly personal, and genuinely profound.
She's right, Richie. let him sleep for a short time. Not too long a time, just long enough to get back his dream.
He was only in his 60s at the time of filming, but the abuse he'd put himself through made him look many years older. Ray was certainly mindful of his own mortality during his final decade, and We Can't Go Home Again can be read as a meditation not only on the death of cinema, but his own death as well. In his mind, perhaps, the two were mysteriously connected.
The family that laughs and cries together. Together.